What's good, guys? Your boy Umbrella Man Wiz.
And welcome back to our channel.
Guys, we in Dallas, Texas, and we about to take an official tour. Guys, I've been waiting to do this video for years. I'm talking about I didn't think I ever, or when we would be ever to come to Dallas, but we're here in Dallas, Texas. We downtown off Elm Street at the 6th floor museum.
Actually, I think last year was our first. We claimed that we
did.
Yep, we said we were.
So this is actually technically this is a X Marks the Spot edition of METE and I. We're at again the 6th floor museum. We're about to take a tour of the museum and then go to the Grassy Knoll and try to we gonna crack this case.
Oh yeah.
So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Was it one gunman? Was it two? Do you believe in the magic bullet? Did Oswald do it? Was the mafia involved? Guys, stay tuned. METE and I. We're at a historical location, guys. I'm so happy, so blessed. So
happy.
Let's go inside. Let's go. Two people.
You'll exit through the opposite side.
Okay, it's me take on this. What's
So
yours?
y'all already know. Like I was always into like criminal justice, thinking I could solve something. But just the thought of this one.
Don't on the glass,
right
man.
here,
Don't look on the glass.
Just the thought of him being right here and the X being where it is
Over here.
It seems almost impossible.
And it just doesn't make sense. Why would you take that chance to take a bad shot like this?
Yeah.
Surprised he even hit, especially with the car moving that fast.
This young man's smart. Say it again. How is that even possible?
I don't think it is. I mean, it's surprising because the car was moving like this fast. He must have been a professional.
And he only had like 2.3 seconds to reload that little old gun he had. I just think he was a decoy. It was up here. I think it was several teams. There was a team over there. METE and I. So you think it's a single shooter, or you think it was a conspiracy?
I think there was, like you said, there was a guy with an umbrella pointing him on to shoot Kennedy. So.
See? Y'all better listen to me. We be knowing.
This is you, right?
That's us. That's us. That's us. You're gonna be on our YouTube channel.
I just subscribed.
Thank you. All right, now we're gonna go to the 7th floor. The 7th floor should give us a little better view of what he would have saw from the 6th floor. All right, guys, so this is the 7th floor. Oswald shot him on the 6th floor, so there's just one flight up. So you can see what he saw, just one story up. So you get a little perspective. So again, this is what we're talking about. He could have shot him right here, but yet he let the motorcade go this way. And that's the Grassy Knoll over there. So this is one flight up. And so you see the 2X, and we're gonna go down there next. The first X right here is where he got shot in the neck, and then this X is the fatal shot, and then over here is the Grassy Knoll. And then of course the motorcade drove this way onto Parkway Hospital. Now we outside, we at the Grassy Knoll. You had to talk to one of the guys who was also one of the supporters and contributors to the JFK movie. But we're here. So right behind us, right there, is where Oswald was on the 6th floor. Was coming this way. Came down this street, as y'all saw when we was upstairs, and it came down this way.
It's a 7-mile motorcade, but the day before the motorcade route was changed and it turned right, came one block and turned left right here on Elm Street, where the original Nightmare on Elm Street happened.
I like how you did that.
The shots began where the X's begin, right over here. That's where the shots began. And they lasted 5.6 seconds to that X right there, fatal headshot, which is the one that did him in. There was no need to keep shooting after that.
So right here, the spot. I'm trying to see if I can get a view angle. So from right here, is where he'll see from right there to here. So right here is the second shot. Clear angle from here to there. But can he, at this box right here, y'all see the little box in that window? Can he hit an accurate shot from there to here? Now, Mary Morgan video from over here caught that shot that y'all see right here. And the shot, they believe, came from over here or the front. So at the first shot came from here, he went forward. So then Kennedy came this way. At this point here is where the second shot rang.
One person standing under an open black umbrella. And that person is standing where the shots begin to rain into the limousine. You can see him in the certain frames from the Zapruder film standing right there by the Stemmons Freeway sign. There are other still photographs taken from other locations in Dealey Plaza which show the whole man standing under an open black umbrella. The only person under any umbrella in all of Dallas standing right at the location where all the shots come into the limousine. Can anyone come up with a non-sinister explanation for this?
What do you think about the Umbrella Man?
Well, I got a whole documentary about him.
Oh, there you go.
He was about 10 feet past the lamppost on the grass, and when the president's car went by, he opened and closed his umbrella several times. Some people believe it was a signal, keep shooting, keep shooting. But afterwards, he sits down on the curb in bewilderment. Now, if he was part of the conspiracy, he would use the confusion to leave the park.
All right, what's your name?
My name is Don Miller. I'm a historian, and I've been doing this all my life. I've been out here for 28 years. I went to the University of Houston to study history. Well, you're standing right here in the motorcade route, and he was shot in the back and shot in the head, and that's what the X's are for. When he was shot in the head, you can see it here in the Zapruder film, and in frame 313, the cloud of blood would have happened. A half a second later, President Kennedy's whirled around back against the seat of the car with his head wide open. But Jacqueline is still looking at where he was before he was shot. He moved so subtly, her eyes couldn't follow the movement. You can't move your whole body in a half a second fast enough to vanish like a magic trick. He was forced back. Well, that means the force is coming from the front, from behind the picket fence over here. And 95% of all pieces of debris from the president's head was found in the park across the street. Well, that doesn't make any sense from Oswald's window. Doesn't line up. So the House of Representatives opened the case up from 1974 to 79 and decided that the idea of Oswald being in that window in the Warren Commission report in 1964 was wrong, that the trajectories didn't come from that window. Like the first shot that hit him in the back, you can see it here. Well, it hit him right here, between his shoulder blades. The shoulders up here, his hairline, the folds of skin, the back of his neck. If Oswald was 6 floors up shooting down, the bullet should exit down. It came out of his throat. That's his neck, and his neck is way up here. From Oswald's window, it would have to curve up, like hitting a bone or something.
Right.
But the autopsy didn't show that. It showed a straight through clean shot. And for that reason alone, it couldn't have come from 6 floors up. So the House of Representatives said it came from the building across the street. 501 Elm Place, the Dowtex building, and the Grassy Knoll was 2 different shooters. And that's a conspiracy. And everything I talk about, I have it for you on the flash drive. The stuff that Donald Trump was supposed to release, but he never did.
So it's your opinion that the shot came from over here. This is the Grassy Knoll. And then the other building, what the building? Right here. Oh, right here. Okay.
This is Mary Mormon here. in a long black coat. And she took a picture and of the picket fence, and she said she talked about 5 feet. The shooters were 8 feet west. Her picture mainly focuses in on the badge man. He was 5 foot to the left of the Texas Bible.
So from the badge man was at this, where this wall is, or the gate?
No, he's behind the picket fence.
Behind the big fence, okay.
5 feet to the left of that Texas Live Oak. But the shooters were 8 feet west of the corner over here.
Got you.
And the badge man was back there to provide security so that no one would bother the shooter. And her picture.
So her picture called the protection of the shooter.
Yeah, he was kind of a security.
Right,
force.
security of the hitman.
Yeah,
Got you.
He was dressed as a police officer, and we found out later on there were no real police officers back there.
Right.
And so we think he was a man named Roscoe White. His son Ricky found his diary in his attic after he died. He never talked about it to anyone throughout his life, but in his diary he confesses to being part of the conspiracy. Yeah, and his son Ricky inherited $200,000.
Hey.
He was a police cadet at the time. Where did he get
that money from? Right. Wow. So some of the believe that the shots, the badge man came from this area. There was someone around about over here.
I've always been interested in questions of history. And what greater question of history than this? The president shot on my 18th birthday, so I was involved in it. I learned about the shooting before it was even pronounced dead. So it's been my whole life since I was 18 years old.
Now, were you the one that they kept trying to arrest and kick out and fine and charge? Yes. And you said that you can dedicate your whole life until the truth comes out. I watched the YouTube video on you. No, I knew he was out here. I didn't know it was between him and him, but now I see him. Yeah. Yeah, this is what on YouTube, yeah. You've been fined and kicked out and fined and thrown in jail and bailed out and all type of stuff.
And that's not fun.
It's not. I bet it's not.
So another conspiracy theory was Lee Bowers, who was supposedly working on the second floor over here. He heard the gunshots, and then it led us to this area over here.
At that time, I was employed as a tower operator for the Union Terminal Company. At 12:30 p.m. on November 22nd, Lee Bowers was here in this railroad tower. From this window, he could see the motorcade's progress on Elm Street, and he had an unobstructed view of the wooden fence atop the Grassy Knoll. Some unusual occurrence, a flash of light or smoke or something, which caused me to feel like something out of the ordinary had occurred there. On a railroad overpass adjacent to the Grassy Knoll stood a number of train workers whose testimony confirmed Bowers' observations.
Well, we all four seen about the same thing. At the time, I didn't know what it was, but it sounded like a loud firecracker or a gunshot. And it sounded like it came from the left and in front of us, towards the wooden fence. And there was a puff of smoke that came underneath the tree.
So this is right here. It's the X where they said that he was, well, allegedly gunman was over this way. I guess probably right here. It's a straight shot to the X. So this is behind the Grassy Knoll.
I have always favored this. It's interesting to be here in person.
Right.
And see, my God, you know, how could it be anything other than the Grassy Knoll?
Thank you. That's what I've been saying. How could it possibly be? There's no way Oswald.
So it's just pretty fascinating for me. This kind of like closes.
And then was Zapruder, he was standing over there, right? With
Yeah, he was like on that side of the wall. He was almost like right across from where.
And he said he heard gunshots coming from the right side.
Yeah,
that's what
like right over his shoulder.
shoulder, which is over here.
Exactly. And that puts the shooter right here.
Right. Wow. So we're in a murder scene right here. Where we standing at? We're in a murder scene.
We are.
You're standing actually.
Hey, if you want to see a good scene of this spot, watch the Umbrella Academy.
I just said that. I just said that. Yeah.
Watch it.
Yeah.
Remember that scene? They were right
They're
here.
fighting. That was awesome scene.
That right here.
Wow. Now what was that drain
cool.
part they was talking about? Or
that was down on the street. All right, see that street drain over there.
Right.
Another stupid theory, here's one right over here, suggested that somebody was hiding inside one of those.
That's your cigarette smoking man there, taking the shots.
They proved it wrong.
Wow. All right, guys, so now we're at the overpass. I'm gonna give y'all a clear view of the whole plaza. So you also had witnesses that was standing up here that had angles from this direction that heard gunshots coming from the Grassy Knoll. So when the gunshot happened, they say over 100-some people rushed this way to the Grassy Knoll area, hinting that there was someone over there shooting.
This is the famous spot of Abraham Zapruder. He was the one that actually captured the assassination right here on this, standing on this little brick.
Well, of course, a lot of these trees are overgrown, but they're standing right here and got the assassination. That's the view of the Grassy Knoll from across the street. So you got the Grassy Knoll, and then you got the 6th floor building. Yo, this is like the only place in the world where there's an active murder investigation every single day. Look at all these people out here. Hey, me. Oh, quick question. It's on our YouTube channel. So, do you believe is one shooter Oswald, or was it a conspiracy with multiple shooters? Being out here, seeing for yourself.
Well, the school book suppository and the angle coming down here and how far it is, it's close to 200 meters.
So let's get what you're talking about. So you're talking about from there.
From the school book depository down
to the
here.
money shot.
I was in the Marine Corps and I shot expert. I don't know that I could do that shooting on a moving target.
Right.
So I doubt very seriously that he did it. Based upon science and seeing the Zapruder film.
Right.
Shooting from here with the president's head going back and blasting this way.
Right.
Away from that, or back toward that actually, makes it impossible for the kill shot to come from that angle.
Have you looked behind the Grassy Knoll jet from that angle?
Absolutely.
It makes perfect sense.
About 100 times.
It makes perfect sense from that angle.
Yes, it does.
Clear shots right here.
Yes, absolutely.
Seeing the Zapruder film, seeing how his body, because when you watch the JFK movie, you think he shot going from the left side, going this way.
Right.
But once you see the picture blown up, and once you go to this Grassy Knoll area, he actually went back like this.
Exactly.
Which means
it had to come from that direction.
And on top of that, Zapruder was right here, standing up where y'all just were.
Yeah.
And he heard shots coming from the right shoulder, which is over here again.
Absolutely.
It's 1 + 1 = 2.
Absolutely. Every day of the week.
Right. Good talking to you, brother.
Good talking to you as well. Shahid Salam, Kansas City.
Anwar Reed, Muslim?
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum. That's right. All right, guys. So after Oswald allegedly shot the president, he went home, changed clothes, and then he ran into a cop who stopped him, looking suspicious. Oswald popped him 6 times, and then he ended up coming into this place, which is the Texas Theater. A guy from the shoe store down here saw a man looking suspicious and followed him into this space, into this office right here. Ended up calling the cops within minutes. 30 squad cars, police. The crowd started building up outside. And here, that's when they apprehended Oswald and then ended up taking him to jail. Of course, 2 days later, he ended up getting killed. But this is the Texas Theater where Oswald ran into to hide from authorities. He didn't pay. And actually, a guy gave me the original ticket. I got a ticket stub from the movie theater from that day. The guy gave me today. I'll insert the picture. All right, guys, so we inside the Texas Theater. This poster here was signed by the arresting officer who arrested Oswald. It says, for the Texas Theater, my first movie, Oswald last, Tony Russell, Sergeant Kiefer, 11-2263. And then the person who I just mentioned who followed him here, he signed this as well. He said, I pointed out where Oswald was sitting in the Texas Theater to Officer McDonald, row 3, C2, and witnessed the arrest. John Brewer from the Handy Shoe Store, guys. Wow. All right, guys, we just want to add this little part into the video. We had a little debate with our brother Quadil yesterday on another conspiracy for JFK that we didn't know or didn't read. I heard about it before, but I didn't think.
I didn't think about it too much.
I just thought, like, no, it's just some little small little thing. Didn't make sense, guys. So Quadil, shout out to Quadil, said that it was another conspiracy angle, plot twist, and he said, and it's been floating around TikTok lately, and it's a few videos on YouTube about this, what I'm about to say, but I never, like I said, gave it much thought. So Quadil is now saying that the driver of the limo shot JFK. So watch this video clip right here. Y'all tell me if this is even possible. So as y'all can see,
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't see that.
man, did that. JFK was going like this. When the bullet hit, again, y'all seen the video, it was shots coming from the back, it was shot flying. It was definitely a conspiracy theory, so let's keep that a buck. It was a conspiracy theory flat out. If you look at the autopsy picture, there's an exit wound in his back, and there's an entry wound coming in from the back. So he got shot at least twice here, and then the dome shot. But that driver, y'all can see right here as I'm talking, the driver does turn around, but he turns a hand like this, and he ducks down like, oh, they're shooting. And he ducked down. Him and his man in the passenger seat do like this, and they drive it. What they trying to say is, when the guy's driving, he had a gun in his hand, and he kind of did like one of these angles, like me is JFK, and I'm driving, I'm like this, and I put a gun like this, and kind of shoot like this, and it took him out. That still don't make sense because JFK, if y'all watch the enlarged version of footage, when he gets shot like this, he falls back like this. Keep this in mind, y'all, like this. Now, growing up, again, me and my brother, shout out to Bashir, we've been closer to JFK, especially my brother, he's the biggest presidential history buff. We always thought growing up that when he got shot like this, then it was like this, like came from the side. Once you go to Dallas and you blow up or watch the Zapruder film as it's been magnified and enhanced, he definitely got shot like this. You cannot get shot from the back, as my man Shahid said, and go towards the direction of the shot. Like, so he got shot in the back. He know he gonna get shot like this. He clearly did like this. He also had a back brace on. So a lot of people didn't know that part. So when he got shot, it was like this, which means that
it had to come
from the front. The Grassy Knoll. Look what I just did. I mean, you Jackie yo. And look, and she's turned to me like this, checking me like this. What's wrong with you? And walk like this, and then go boom, and then she got the hell on and try to get on the back of the car. So there's no way the driver gonna do like a little, cause he did turn around like this, and then go,
but I think
and then go like kind of. Everybody with the people, Mary and all the people on the side would have seen him, but even he did like low key, like discreet, like. There's no way he probably would did like this if that was the case, or like this, but he went like this. So we just want to drop this little part in the video before we close it out. Just to let y'all know, in our humble opinion, it was definitely a conspiracy. It was definitely one or two people, if not a whole crew of people.
I wish if you all could go, if you could actually go there, be there in person.
We should go back November 22nd this year.
For the anniversary, yeah.
We're going to tentatively say we may go back in November just to be amongst other people who feel the same way. But that driver theory is dead. That Oswald is a dub. And then they say even the man in the street hole, in the little sewer. There's no way someone. So guys,
definitely
cut the conspiracy stuff out. It was definitely a conspiracy. Now the other stuff, definitely a Grassy Knoll headshot. Is it possible for the Umbrella Man, which I might get me an Umbrella Man t-shirt. He probably was a signal man, but his umbrella having the go-go gadget, firing shot, that's a dub too, guys. So I definitely suggest you all go to Dallas, go to Grassy Knoll, and witness this for yourself, guys. But and also check out Robert Groden. He got a book. It's like $80, but it talks about all the conspiracies, the headshot, the pictures. Like, this is a dope book. It tells you everything, 1,000 pictures, y'all. So go check out this book. He sells it on location in Dallas. You may be able to get this on Amazon. He even signed it for us. But you can get this from Amazon or from his website. It's called Absolute Proof, guys. This book here, if you're a JFK buff, is amazing. Now back to the video. Try to come back out here. Is Sunday, July 4th. And we're on our way back to Atlanta, but we just want to stop by the JFK Memorial one more time just to get any last minute footage, guys. And it's just still a crazy feeling knowing we out here, we're standing in the grass, but people witnessed the assassination of President Kennedy. And again, we talked to a few more people. A lot of people out here doing the same thing, vlogging and recording, snapping pictures, trying to get, you know, a little bit more insight on what's going on. Hey, she's out here.
Happy 4th!
So why you out here enjoying? I mean, why you out here at the JFK Memorial? What brings you here?
I'm visiting my son in Grapevine, and this is history.
Right.
Yeah. Right? Gotta come. I was 10 years old. I remember the day.
Wow. All right. Happy 4th. See, and this is why people come out here, man. Great people. But that's it, man. We just wanted to end this video and give y'all extra little last minute footage. I feel like I'm missing something. We came out here.
We're probably gonna walk, almost make it halfway back to the car and be like, wait, we forgot something. It's that much.
Yeah, we came out here to try to crack this case wide open, but when you get out here, guys, there's nothing really to crack open, man. I still believe, in my honest opinion, that there's definitely 2 shooters. There's no way if you see some of the footage of the guy talking back there, there's no way Oswald could have done that from that angle to hit that precision mark. It just makes sense.
Impossible.
It just makes perfect sense that behind here, the Grassy Knoll, is where the assassination took place at, man. So guys, I hope y'all like this video. Again, y'all, leave a comment below. If you think it was one shooter, Oswald, leave a comment below. If you think it was multiple shooters or there's conspiracy, leave those comments below. If you think this video opened up something, open more questions, or if it, you know, if it clarifies some things for you, put that in the comment below, guys. And because again, we want to know what y'all opinion is, what y'all think, what happened on November 22nd, 1963, guys. We love y'all. Hope y'all like this video.
No, we hope you love this video.
Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, that bing, so you can stay notified whenever we drop new content, guys. Y'all make sure y'all follow us on all social media platforms. And again, guys, do y'all research, stay woke, and we out. We love y'all.